तवनास्त्यपायः संसार सिन्धोस्तरणेस्त्युपायः येनैव याता यतयोऽस्य पारम् तमे मार्गं तव निर्दिशामि। अस्त्युपायो महान् कश्चित् संसार भयनाशनः तेन तीर्त्वा भवाम्भोधिं परमानन्दमाप्स्यसि। वेदान्तार्थविचारेण ध्यायते ज्ञानमुत्तमम् तेनात्यन्तिकः संसार दुःखनाशो भवत्यनु। Here the Guru says, Ma bhaishta vidwan, don't fear. Ma bhaishta tava nasti apayaha, means there is no danger. Definitely we can overcome. We can cross across the ocean of samsara. Samsara sindhoho tarane asti upayaha. There is a upaya to cross over the ocean of samsara. Yenaiva yata yatayaha asya param tameva margam tava nirdisha. What those great rishis and munis, what path they have walked, that I will teach you. So, there is hope, no need to despair. And then he says, Asti upayaha mahan kashchit samsara bhayanashanaha. There is this upaya by which the samsara bhaya is destroyed. Tena titva bhavam bodhim. Having crossed over the ocean of samsara, paramanandam apsyasi, you will attain to that great bliss. No doubt about that. For that, Vedanta artha vicharena jayate jnanamuttam. When you contemplate on the Mahavakyas of the Upanishads, there arise a jnanam. Tena atyantika samsara dukkha nashaha bhavati. And because of which, because of that pure jnanam, atyantika samsara dukkha nashaha bhavati. What happens? That dukkha will be totally destroyed. Bhavati anu, immediately it will be destroyed. So here the Guru gives a message of hope. So that is very important. Already the student is very confused and not sure about things. He has given up his life, his ordinary, mundane life, and he has come to him. So he needs reassurance. Yes, it is possible. I will teach you, don't worry. See, he gives his reassurance. And then, 46th verse. Shraddha bhakti dhyana yogan mumukshoho mukter hetun bhakti sakshat Shrutir gihi hetur vakti sakshat shrute gihi yova yeteshvaveva tishtati amushya moksho vidya kalpita deha bandhat. See, if you have studied Kaivalya Upanishad, there Brahmaji teaches his student. The first teaching is this only. Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga. Through Shraddha, Bhakti and Dhyana Yoga, you can gain this knowledge. You have seen that? Shraddha means what? Shastrasya Guru Vakyasya Satya Buddhyavadar. An effort put in the direction to understand the right import of the Shastras and the Guru's Upadesha. So with that kind of positive mind frame, Shraddha and Bhakti, devotion to the Guru and devotion to the true self, Swaswarupa Anusandhanam Bhakti Visana, with that Bhakti, Dhyana Yoga, by one pointed attention towards the self, Dhyana Yoga, Mumukshoho, for the Mumukshu, Mukte Hetun, Bhakti, Mukti is possible. Says what? Sakshat Shrutehe Gihi. You have to split it like Shrutehe Gihi. Sakshat Shrutehe means what? The Vedas, the Upanishads, they sing, saying that yes, through Shraddha, Bhakti and Dhyana Yoga, it is possible to redeem oneself. If he has got that longing for the truth, Mumukshoho, it is possible. So already we have got some Shraddha and Bhakti, right? That is why we are here. Now Dhyana Yoga. Dhyana Yoga means what? How to turn within and how to dive deep within. That is Dhyana Yoga. If we can master this Dhyana Yoga, yes, this truth can be realized. But in the morning you told us, Swamiji, you need not do anything. Adu appo. I mean, when you grow and advance, the sadhana differs, I was talking from the higher standpoint. But now, coming down to our level of understanding, yes, Dhyana Yoga is helpful, definitely. See, our mind is so fickle, so distracted. Sanchalam hi mana Krishna, he says, na. So, to quieten the mind to some extent and to gain some sort of concentration, single point attention, to even conduct the vichara or the contemplation of the self, or even to gain that balance to stand upon and watch the thoughts or watch everything, watch and observe, you need that kind of a antakarana. So all these things are helpful. So with these three things, Shraddha, Bhakti and Dhyana Yoga, Mumukshoho, Mukter Hetun, these are all helpful for Mukti. Says the Vedas, the Shruti, Kaivalya Upanishad said, Yoga eteshu eva tishtati, one who follows this diligently, Shraddha, Bhakti and Dhyana Yoga, Amushya, Moksha Avidya Kalpita Deha Bandhat, he can liberate himself from the bondage caused by Avidya and due to Deha Bandhat, identification with the body, he can definitely come out of that bondage. See, our real bondage is we do not know ourselves and take this body to be ourselves. Deha Bandhat. Otherwise, avidya kalpita, it is due to ignorance. If we know our true self, we will never take this body to be ourselves. Why? That self is so anandamaya, and this existence in body is disgusting actually. Because always there is a disease. At ease, opposite is what? Disease. So therefore, it is possible, if you follow this path diligently, yes, you can come out of this body identification, which is nothing but avidya kalpita, due to the ignorance. You imagine that you are this body. Why do I imagine? You should ask yourself, why are you imagining? Avidya kalpita deha bandhat. This is avidya kalpita. Our nature is one of pure consciousness, knowledge, pure knowledge, in which everything rises, stays, and everything goes back. It is formless. It is infinite means what? Undivided, unbroken. In that, everything rises and everything, like the waves rise in the ocean and goes back into the ocean. In the pure self, all the ideas of the world, idea of oneself and others, the idea of God, everything rises and everything goes back. Full stop. And the ocean or the wave is nothing but water. So therefore, the true knowledge alone is truth. That is the experience. Now also, that is our experience. But we somehow fail to see this. But we see, I am something else, this body, this I am. And the world is there outside. And you know, the world is so huge, so many galaxies, ho 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 ho, and I am a speck. Nonsense. And Bhagavan Ramanushi clearly says, it is manomayam. The world is nothing but manomayam. And all the thoughts subside in the heart. So heart is the center of the universe or whatever. Heart is everything. Heart means the spiritual heart he talks about. So therefore, avidya kalpita. For some reason, we can call it as avidya, ignorance. We consider this limited, very small, minuscule body to be ourself. But whatever we see, whatever we hear, whatever we taste, whatever you touch, everything is ourself only. Sarvam kaluvidam brahma. And that is nothing other than the self. See, there was a fish, it seems, in the mid of the ocean, inside the ocean, deep inside, there was a fish. It was asking its mother, Mother, people are talking about water. What is water? Where is the fish? Inside the midst of the ocean. It is asking the mother, what is water? Water? Hare Ram, everything is water only. In front of you water, behind water, this side, that side, upar wala, mela, kila, everything water only. But I don't see. What are you talking about? When you are drowned inside the water, everywhere water, you fail to see what is water. So there is only the truth. But we ask, what is the truth? What is the self? Hare Rama, you are the self. What is the self? But every day we talk about ourselves. One day, na pone, na senje, you know, I am very smart, I am very intelligent, I did this, I did that. Every moment we talk about ourselves. I. But if you ask, focus attention, what is that? How? So, Adha Vedikai. Maya Karya means what? We don't know why this happens. But somehow, nobody taught us. But we ourselves take it for granted that this body is me. Because it's kuda varde. Shadow also comes along with us. Can we take the shadow to be ourselves? Similarly, the body also cannot be taken to be ourselves. In fact, all the bodies are mine only. So therefore, this is the truth. This avidya kalpita deha bandhat mokshaha bhavati, meaning what? You will get liberated from the body identification, which is nothing but avidya kalpita. Because of your own imagination, you think you are the body. Okay. Then he tries to explain. Ajnana yogat paramatmanastava. Ajnana yogat paramatmanastava. Hyanatma bandhus tathayeva samsrutihi. Tayor viveko di bodhavahni योर्विवेकोदितबोधवह्निः अज्ञानकार्यं प्रदहेत् समूलम् अज्ञानयोगात् परमात्मनस्त्वतव ह्यनात्मबन्धुस्तत एव संश्रुतिः तयोर्विवेकोदितबोधवह्निः अज्ञानकार्यं प्रदहेत् समूलम् अज्ञान योगेन अज्ञान योगात् परमात्मनः तव हि अनात्म बंधः. What happened? Actually you are the pure self. Paramatmanah tava. You are that infinite Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That self you are, pure self you are. But what happened? Ajnana yoga. Due to some ajnana. Nobody knows why. So we say ajnana. Ajnana yoga. Anatma bandha. You got bound by this anatma vastu, taking the anatma vastu to be yourself. What is anatma vastu? The body is not the real self. It is atma, it is anatma, not the real self. But anatma bandha means what? You take this to be yourself. And the mind is definitely seen. There is a seer. But we take the mind to be ourselves. This is anatma bandha. This anatma vastu, we take it to be ourselves. That is the bandhanam. And then what? The body grows old. Ayyo, I am growing old. Body falls sick. Ayyo, poch, I am sick. See? And the mind, it is happy sometimes, sad some other time. So I am happy, I am sad. You understand? This is the identification. Tata eva samsrutihi, and this is called as samsara. Samsara means what? This is the samsara. You know, in Tamil, it's a strange usage is there in villages. They call wife as samsaram. They call wife, you know, the samsaram vandanga. My samsaram came. Very beautifully they've understood. So she is laughing so much. Please don't. Your wife is here very much. Anybody else can laugh, but you can't. I'm just joking. So, samsara means the field of change, relative existence. So, this is called as, you know, samsara. What is the samsara? Identifying with the anatma vastu. That is, body and mind is not me, but somehow I take it on myself. That is me. Tayor Viveka Udita Bodha Vagnihi. What now you have to do? You have to discriminate between what is my true self and what is the not self. Tayor Viveka. When you really discriminate, Udita Bodha Vagnihi, there arises a Bodha Vagni, the fire of knowledge. Vagni means fire. Bodha Vagni, the fire of knowledge. Ajnana Karyam Pradahet Samulam, that burns the whole of Ajnana, root and branch. Ajnana Karyam. All the Ajnana Karyam, the effect of Ajnana, it burns. Pradahet Samulam. Adiyoda, Mulatoda. It burns everything. See, when you come to Advaita Vedanta, come to Adi Shankara, this is the shloka you have to understand. The problem is, our true self is Nitya Muktaha. There is no bandhanam in it. You understand? And it doesn't change, it doesn't perish. Anandame Anandam. Its nature is of bliss. But for some reason, we consider ourselves this body-mind complex, and then we suffer the limitations of the body-mind. But when we are alert and awake, vigilant, when we can discriminate, these are all anatma. See, that is why Drik Drisya Vivekam is very important. If time permits, we are going to see Drik Drisya Vivekam also. That is a book, text called Drik Drisya Vivekam. Drishya Padartha means these are all seen objects which are seen. Drik means the seer. Seer is always different from the seen. So therefore, the self is something else, but these are all anatma. This discrimination, if you have, and if you only identify the pure self and remain without getting mixed up with the anatma, then what happens? There rises the bodhagni, meaning the fire of knowledge, which destroys all the effects of ajnana. Samulam, without any trace left, it burns down everything. So this is what we have to do. So when you go to Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi, he says, inquire who am I, turn the attention and keep it on the I thought and find out from where it is arising. That is his approach. நான் என்று எழுமிடம் ஏதென நாட உள் நாட நான் தலை சாய்ந்திடும் உந்தீவர ஞான விசாரம் இதுந்தீவர, he says. When you go to Adi Shankara and other Advaita Acharyas, they say this is the problem. There is a mix-up between Atma and Anatma. When you can really discriminate, that's why Viveka is very important. Which is my own true self, the seer, and which is the seen. And if you don't identify with the seen, if you remain as your own self, the seer, that is all, it is done. But it's a lifelong project, you know. Because again and again this mix-up happens. So again and again we have to be very alert, watch it out, and not to identify. And remain apart. So, this if you can do anavaradam without any break, yes, you can abide in yourself. Like Shiva, we also have got third eye. What is the third eye? Just without getting attached, dispassionately watching everything. When you watch everything, everything subsides. When you open your third eye, the eye of knowledge, meaning what? Arivam vidi tirava inisam ariva yad veliyam. When you open that third eye means what? If you just watch and observe and don't allow yourself to get identified with the anatma, body mind, that is it. Everything is done. But most of the time we are tamasic and rajasic. Tamasic is very dull-witted and very, lazy. We don't know even what is happening. Everything is over, then we say, what has happened? Gone, everything gone. Rajasic means, in the heat of the moment, we get carried away. And we don't know what is happening also. That is why sattva is very important. When there is sattva, then we can stand apart and watch what's happening. All religious practices are to develop this sattva in our heart. More and more sattva, more and more you can stand apart and watch and observe and not to get identified. That is all. Sadhana is that is all. And to develop that sattva, chitta shuddhi, that sattva, we do puja, japa, dhyana, all those stuff. That sattvam is very, very important. And you go sattva-tita also later. When you abide in the self, you go beyond all the three gunas. So that is what we have to do. So that bodha bhaknihi, that fire of knowledge created because of this discrimination, that burns down all the effects of ajnana, samulam, root and branch, it burns down. Now, after this, now the Shishya puts the real question. All this time he was not asking anything? No, he was asking only. Now, formally he is asking, let us say. Shishya uvacha. Kripaya shruyatam swamin prashnoyam kriyate maya yaduttaramaham shrutva kritartasyam bhavan mukhat. Now Shishya is addressing the Guru. Kripaya shruyatam swamin. Hey Swamin, kindly listen to me. See, now Shishya is saying, shruyatam, listen to me. Means what? I am going to ask you something. Please listen to me. Prashnaha ayam kriyate maya. These are my questions. I am going to ask you. These are my questions. Yad uttaram aham shrutva bhavan mukhat kritartahasyam. Hearing the appropriate answers from you, bhavan mukhat, I would become kritartaha, fulfilled, kritartahasyam. Because I do not know and you know everything, O Lord. So, if you answer and if I can understand, then I would get the clarity. See, the clarity is Guru's prasadam. Nothing else. Not the sundal, pongal and all. No. Clarity is the Guru's prasadam. Muruganar Swami says again and again. Muruganar Swami says, Thedivu, அதுதான் குருவின் பிரசாதம். Thedivu means clarity of thought. That is Guru's prasadam. So when you listen carefully, in tune with the Guru, then you think about it, contemplate on it, then the clarity what you get, that really helps you in the path, and that will help you to destroy this samsara. So I become kritartaha means what? Everything is done. Kritartaha means whatever has to be done is done and nothing more to do. This is called as kritartaha. Fulfilled, totally fulfilled I become. So therefore, please kindly listen to me. I am waiting to hear from you. These are my questions. So our Sanatana Dharma encourages the student to ask question. Everywhere you see the students, they ask question. Then the Guru patiently he listens and then he replies. Now he is asking the question. You memorize this question because you have to ask it. At least you have to think about it. Ko nama bandha katamesha agataha katam pratishthasya katam vimokshaha ko savanatma paramakka atma tayor viveka katame daduchyatam ko nama bandha katamesha agataha katam pratishthasya katam vimokshaha ko savanatma paramakka atma tayor viveka kadame daduchyatam. Ko nama bandha. What is this bondage? The scriptures talk about bondage and liberation. How are we bound? What is this bondage? Katam yesha agataha. How did it come in first place? Katam yesha agataha. How did it come to me, this bondage? Katam pratishtasya. How it is rooted in me deeply, this bondage, how it is there rooted in me. Katam vimokshaha. How will I get rid of it? This bandhanam, this bondage, how will I get rid of it? Ko asau anatma. What is this anatma? You are talking about the viveka between atma and anatma, na? Kaha asau anatma. What do you mean by anatma? Paramaha ka atma. What is the supreme self, real self? You say something is anatma, not self. Not self means not me, something else. No, not self. And what is the real self then? Tayor vivekaha katam. How to discriminate between these two? You have to discriminate between anatma and atma. But I do not know what is anatma and I don't know what is atma. Then how can I discriminate? And please advise me or guide me. How should I do that? How should I discriminate between the anatma and atma? Edaduchyatam. Kindly teach me all these. See, this is how we have to ask the Guru. Very pointed question. You should not ask how the world has come, why God has created this world this way. See, our Acharya, he used to advise us. When we are sort of in the field teaching and all, people come and ask, Swamiji, why God created this world? Our Acharya used to advise us, don't try to explain. You ask, what is your problem first? Because he is so frustrated. Something has happened in his life. That is why he is asking this question. Why God has created this world? Don't try to explain the Upanishadic statement. So kamayata, don't say all the nonsense. Don't say. You first try to understand what is his problem. If you give a whatever solution to the problem, he will be happy. He will not want to know why the world is created. He is actually happy with the world. Temporarily he is frustrated. That's all. So without asking such question, the student, even to ask right question, we should have some intelligence. I was explaining somewhere about Atma Vicharam, blah, 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 very... And then after that, a Mahatma means a devotee, student asked, Swamiji, should we add onion and garlic in our food? I was talking about, Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya, there is no world, Ajatavadam, blah, 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 blah. And after hearing everything, that Mahatma ji got up and asked, should we add garlic and onion in the food or not? What you can talk about that Mahatma ji? I was stunned. Hare Rama, he is not listening to me at all or what? So to ask the right question also, you should have some intelligence. So here is the right question. How this bondage has come to me? And you are talking about Atma, Anatma, Viveka. So what is actually Anatma means what? Not self means what? Now what is the real Atma? How to discriminate between these two? Please teach me. And now the Guru is so pleased. Hearing this question, Guru is pleased. Shri Guru Ruvacha, what Guru says? Dhanyosi krita krutyosi pavitam te kulam tvaya yada vidya bhandha muktya brahmi bhavitum ichchasi Dhanyosi krita krutyosi Bhavitam te kulam tvaya Yad avidya bhandha muktya Brahmi bhavitum ichchasi Dhanyosi, blessed you are. Dhanyahasi, blessed you are. Guru says, Guru addresses his student now. the disciple now, dhanyosi, kritakrityosi. Already you have achieved whatever has to be achieved. See? Because you have asked the right question, the question. So already you are fulfilled. Kritakrityosi. Not only that, te kulam pavidam tvaya. Your whole clan, kulam means whole clan, is purified because of you. Meaning what? If one person realizes, the whole clan or everybody around him, they are all purified. So what happened? He was taught by the nature, it is said. Ashariri, like nature taught him. And then he got it. And then he came back with 100 cows, he came back to the Guru. And he submitted himself and said, now you teach me, Guru. Guru said, you don't need any teaching. Already there is a Brahma Tejas in your face. Already you have attained. See, when we are quiet, cheerful and observant and patient, one with the nature, it happens. But we don't allow the mind to settle down. So here, already you are fulfilled because you have asked this wonderful question. I am so pleased. You now want to get rid of this bandhanam, bondage, and you want to abide in the absolute truth. You want to know the truth. That itself is a wonderful thing. You are fulfilled, he says. And then, glory of self-effort is revealed here. Very interesting. See, these three verses we have to read together actually. There are three verses, 51, 52 and 53. We have to read it together. Rinamochana kartaraha pitus santi sutadayaha bandhamochana kartatu swasmad anyona kaschana. Pituhu, for the father. Rinamochana kartaraha, if he is in debt, let us say. If he has borrowed a lot of money, lakhs and lakhs of money, let us say, he is in a great debt, let us say. Santi stutadayaha. At least he has got few sons who can repay the debts. Is that not so? If there is a father, somehow he has borrowed so much of money, he is in debt means, at least his sons can repay. They can do something about it. But bandha mochana kartatu, bandha mochanam, meaning what? To get rid of this bandha, swasmad anya na kaschana. You yourself have to strive. Nobody else can help you. If it is a debt, your son can help. This is bandham. This bondage is your own bondage, bandhanam. And nobody can put in effort to release you from the bondage. You have to strive yourself to get rid of this bandhanam. How beautiful. The second verse also we will read. Mastakanyata bharadehe kanyasta bharadehe dukkam anyair nivaryate kshudhadikrita dukkam tu vinasvena na kenachit. Mastaka nyasta bharadehe. If suppose you are carrying a load on your head, let us say, mastaka means head. Mastaka nyasta bharadehe, bharam. Bharam means the load you are carrying on the head means that dukkam anye nivadyate. Somebody else can help you. They can just unload from you and they can keep it on their head. Somebody can help you to relieve you of that dukkha. But kshudhadi krita dukkam tu, kshudha means hunger. Hunger and thirst. If you have hunger and thirst, can somebody eat for you? No. Tu vina svena na kenachit. You have to eat if you are hungry. So, if somebody eats, your hunger will not be satiated. So, if you are hungry, you have to eat. No point in somebody else eating. So, if you are hungry, you have to eat. You have to eat. So, if you are bound, you have to put in effort to come out of that bondage. Nobody can do it for you because you have misunderstood and you have mixed up this Atma and Atma. Then you have to work on it and you have to come out of it. The Guru also can only help you point towards the path, but you have to walk the path. Nobody can walk for you. You have to die your own death. Nobody can die for you. Is that not so? And one more. Patyamaushadha sevacha kriyate yena rogina arogya siddhi drishtasya nanya nushtita karmana. Suppose if you are ill, then that patyam they say, na, the diet, and aushadha seva, the right medicine, you have to take to regain health. Is that not so? Arogya siddhihi. To regain the health, arogya siddhihi, you have to eat medicine, you have to take medicine, and you have to go through that diet. Patyam solluvaanga. You have to go through that. Nobody else can do for you. No, these medicines are very bitter, Please, can you please take it for me? Nobody can take medicines for you. You have to drink that kashayam. If you are ill, you have to drink it. And without salt you have to eat, means you have to eat. However very devoted your wife may be, she cannot take your medicine. And she cannot go through that patyam for you. She can pray to the God. But she cannot take medicine or go through that diet for your sake. You have to do it. So these are the three beautiful verses emphasizing the place of self-effort. You have to put in effort. Nobody else can do for you. If you think, if I go to Guru and he is going to do some jadoo, no. In Vedanta it will not work. In other paths maybe, I don't know, they say na Shakti Nipatam and all this. Shakti Nipatam is there, they say. The Guru can transfer somehow his tapas Shakti to the student and all. It is there in Yoga Shastra and other places, but in Vedanta, the Gurus, they don't believe in all those things. They say the Ajnana is because you have misunderstood the body to be yourself. So the right Jnana is what? To understand what is your own true self and to discriminate between the self and the not self and get rid of this bandhanam. So that we have to do. So if a father is in the debt, the son can help. But if the father is bound by his own ajnana, how can the son help? Son cannot help. If you are really struggling, carrying the load, somebody can help you. But this hunger or thirst, you have to eat. So similarly, you have to put in effort. So if you are ill, you have to take medicine. Nobody else can take it for you. So here, if you are bound, you have to work for your liberation. Nobody can help you. But Swamiji, I am very old. I cannot sit. What can I do now? Nobody can help. You can chant Lord's name, na? Now chant. For that you need not do anything else, na? Rama, 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 Rama. Chant. Or Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. Smaranat Arunachalam. If you remember him even once, you are liberated, said. In our Puranas, Bhagavan says again and again. So you will not do anything actually in Arunachal Kshetram. If you come here, sit, just watch, behold the beauty of Arunachala and chant his name. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva. That is all. Done. But I feel very bored chanting the same name again and again. What is Then who can help you? See, once there was one of my very old grandfathers, not my immediate grandfather, let us say his brother or his cousin, something like that. Very old, he could not hear and he could not see properly. Very, very old, always in the easy chair. He could not hear, but he wants to know everything. What did he say? What is your problem? Krishna Raman Rikudada. I tell him, when I was very young, I tell him, Tata, Rama Raman Sul Chumma Ranglen Sonna. He says, somehow I don't like to say Rama Rama. It is boring. He said actually to me. Because he has not developed the rasa, the taste for Ramanama from his young age. He was so involved with the world, and suddenly, how can you have the taste for Ramanama? Even if you force yourself, for 2 minutes you may chant, and then your mind goes, it goes, you forget. And sleep overpowers. When you become older and older, if you sit, sleep overpowers. Therefore, we have to start early actually. We should not say after 60, 70, I will attend satsang. No. Too late for next Janma. Too late or too early for next Janma. Very too late. You have to start early. So therefore, nobody can do sadhana for you. Nobody can do Viveka, Vichara for you. You have to do yourselves. So here in Vedanta Shastra, in this school of thought, Guru says, I will teach you, then you go away. Live your life, die your death. Don't come to me. Go. Become independent. But if you have some trouble or something, you come back, I am always there, but don't hang around. Don't cling on to me. Go away. That is the spirit. That is the Vedic spirit. The gurus don't pamper, Ayo, chalo, wa. Come on. I will give you food, I will give you accommodation, I will give you everything. Then he is pampered means he will only sleep. Or he will gossip. You find your place, you find your food, you live your life, you die your death. Because this Mahatma himself is a Bhikshandavar. He himself is begging for food, the Guru. How can he help his student to find food? He himself is living in some very humble kutir. How can he help his Sishya to find accommodation? No, nothing is given. If you ask, we will tell you how to walk this path, how to go about, but you have to walk the path. And you have to reach the destination yourself. You understand? And we don't expect anything from you. If you become fulfilled, that is fine. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.